Hi friends, Mindy here. I have a flip through of an Advent devotional that I worked through from Creative Faith Co. from Hillary. It's called Lessons from the Manger. This was such a sweet devotional to work through this Advent time. I really enjoyed working through it. It all comes in this TN. It comes as a kit, and I believe right now she has her Advent things on sale. If I can find that, I will link that below. But anyway, this is Lessons from the Manger, and the front of this has some kind of instructions from Hillary, and then each day is just a message. And so how I worked through this on this first day, I just took some notes, and I used a lot of the Simple Stories, what is it called? The Holly Jolly set from Simple Stories. I used a lot of that in this book. I just loved the kind of vintage Christmas vibe that was in there, along with the items that came in the kit. Anyway, I wrote out some scriptures here. I just took some notes over here on the side and made this little scene with some washi tape. This is also some Simple Stories washi tape, another scripture here, and that was the day for unwelcome. And then words of encouragement. Again, this is a Simple Stories. This was from a Thanksgiving set, but it just went along with the page. And this washi tape here came in the kit from Hillary. It actually looked like this. She included 3 different washi tapes, which is so great. So you get a good variety in there. And this piece here was from that kit as well. And then this day for weeping, she gives kind of some prompts down here as how to work through some of this content and some ideas to help you process that. And one of them was to read this verse in Lamentations. And I have a process video of me working through this day, but basically I wrote out the scripture and then I just made notes for different parts and just kind of expanded on it that way. And I'll try to remember to link that process video also. This day was called Shine, and one of the prompts down here was to illustrate Matthew 5:14, and I have already done this in art journal, and so just for the sake of time and just because I liked this image, what I did is I just literally just went and photocopied it on clear sticker paper and just glued it down here, and then I had a couple other verses that were referenced here. It was just a really simple day, and I just reused an old image from an art journal. This day is called Humility, and I just took some notes about what humility is, what being humble is. I wrote out a verse here and used a couple of the die cuts from the Simple Stories line, and this bow clip came from Hillary with the kit. This day I just made another little scene with some of the washi tape from Hillary and some from the Simple Stories, and this little die cut piece here. It's actually a chipboard sticker is what these are. And then there was some prompts over here, and I just answered what it meant about being intentional and some verses that I read through that day. And this day is another really simple day. I just made some notes over here, and then I just wrote out the word believe. There's a prompt here that talks about doing that. And then I just journaled some thoughts along the side and a scripture here along the top. And it's a really simple page, but I actually really like how that turned out. This one is talking about obeying dreams. And this is a quote that I heard a pastor say a long time ago, that obedience is to move at the speed of instruction. And as soon as I read this day, I thought how appropriate that quote was. So I just did some hand lettering here, some Simple Stories washi tape, some die cuts from them, this tab actually, and this little sticker is from Hillary, and just thought all of those items just blended together really well. This day was talking about gifts, and again, all of these elements are from Simple Stories, and I just have this little scene, and then on the gifts I wrote all of the gifts of the Spirit that are found in Galatians 5:22 through 23. That was from the reading here, and I just decided to write those on the presents. another really simple page, but just kind of just remembering the things that are important. And then this one was, let's skip a page, Songs of Praise, and this beautiful music paper came in the kit from Hillary. This is Simple Stories paper back here, and I just took a tag, and one of the prompts is to listen to a Christmas hymn and journal the lyrics. And so I actually did a song that's actually a poem by Henry Wadsworth Longfellow, and there's just some stanzas in that poem I just find really beautiful, so I just wrote those out there. And this washi tape, I just made the little top of this tag, I doubled the washi tape up on itself so it was no longer sticky, and then I just trimmed it and just used it kind of the way that you would like fabric or whatever. And then this day was Do Not Fear, and then again down here she says write out the phrase do not fear in big letters. So that's what I did here, and then I just wrote a couple of scriptures. And again, this washi tape is from the card that Hillary sent with the kit. And then on this last day, this talks about direction and, you know, following what God has for us. And so what I did for this this background is actually a stamp set called CMAP from By the Will for God. This is actually what it looks like. And I just used some distress ink and stamped it really lightly in the background. And then I used for this compass a stamp set called Roses and Wheels, and I put that there. And then I glued this envelope, and there's just a little card in there for a prayer. So I think it's a good time to, especially at this time of year, to really seek the Lord's direction about what He's wanting for us and for our future and for next year and all those kinds of things, for everything in our life really. But you know, so there were some specific things that I wanted to include, and so I just did some hand lettering here, and I have a little bow clip from Hillary just keeping all of that closed. And again, I kept the pages pretty simple in here, but I had a lot of projects going on. But I really enjoyed working through this sweet Advent devotional from Hillary at Creative Faith Co. And I just want to thank you for taking the time to watch this video. And if you liked it or found it helpful, I'd love it if you would give me a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.